Marvin, when I press your fucking button and it lands on purple, don't touch Marvin. He's mine. Don't touch him. I need to, give me a second. I need to talk to him real quick. Just give me a moment. Marvin, this is your moment. Just crank this up a little bit. This is your moment. This is your moment, Marvin. This is where legends are made. You're gonna drop a purple armor. You hear me? You're gonna drop it. It's gonna be so fucking purple, Barney's jealous. This purple armor is gonna be so... Yes, sir, Octane Guide. I think that's it. I think that's everything. All right, so I'm gonna get into this Octane Guide. I think we're all fucking prepared for it. I think we're all ready for it. I think. You know what I mean? Take the baby pick away. That's actually a true statement. All right, boyos. Here we go. Listen, welcome to the Octane Guide. While I'm not on Octane, let's get in to what makes Octane phenomenal. All right, so as of right now, especially with the new update, Octane is a meta legend in not only competitive, but in ranked and in pubs, mainly because of his jump pad. His jump pad is extremely useful. It's, I wouldn't say it's like hard to shoot people in the air, but if you're a good player, like if you're shooting like a horizon, or if you're, depending on like how you're jumping across, it can be pretty easy or hard to shoot you. It just kind of depends on who you're playing against. Using it for rotations, engagement in fights, just getting away from fights, like this jump pad is god tier. Couple things I want to, you know, just to go over is there's 3 different types of jumps that you can do. First jump is if you crouch and slide, or if we just crouch in general, but like crouch slide sends you on a lower trajectory, but you go, I believe you go faster and a little farther. If you just walk up to it, it launches you higher. Basically, if you crouch, slide, jump, you kind of, without a double jump, you get about here. So if I just walk into it, it's just one of those things where you're much slower, but you don't go as far. The third and secret jump is basically you actually can go bounce straight up. The way that you bounce straight up is simply just get close to the jump pad and punch. And when you punch or melee, yeah, we'll call it the punch jump. Yeah, we'll call it the punch jump. It allows you to just bounce up and down on the jump pad. You can just grab a cup of coffee, look at who's around you. It's pretty neat. Another thing is the jump pad is a very, very short cooldown. So a couple cool things you can do is depending on what circle you're in, depending on what rotation. I've actually seen this in tournaments. I've seen this in regular play. What you'll do is you'll place a jump pad that's like around, like it's safe, right? You'll place a jump pad that's safe. So we'll say that this is a safe jump pad. Now my cooldown's up. If you pretty much jump pad again, right here, jump pad again, toss your ult out, and then kind of hit the jump pad like while you're, okay, I fucked up. Basically you jump pad, then jump pad again, and you pretty much go super far for rotation. For the advanced tutorial is tap strafing with the jump pad. So basically what tap strafing allows you to do is it definitely just makes you really hard to hit. So right there is basically I'm running to the jump pad and I'm changing my direction, and I have W bound to my mouse wheel. So when I take this, I'm able to tap strafe and change direction, and then kind of go back. This is most likely exclusive for mouse and keyboard. Another thing you can do is on the first jump, tap strafing is really difficult, or like a little bit more difficult. So what you can do is you can save it for the second jump, but the second jump is a lot easier to tap strafe. Now, what tap strafing allows you to do is basically, let's say there's a guy on top of this mountain, right? And I didn't see him prior to the jump. So I can take the jump pad. This guy's like, he's like, oh, I can just tap strafe this way. So it's one of those things of being able to completely change direction so that way you don't get beamed from a very straight line direction. So tap strafing with Octane jump pad is a very advanced move, but probably one of the best things that's with this legend. Now, I don't condone this. Oh, I don't condone this, but I'm gonna say a couple. I don't know if they're bugs, right? I don't know if we want to call it a bug. I don't know what we want to call it, right? But we'll call it what it is. And that is broken. I can't believe I'm gonna even say this. The jump pad takes you a very long distance, right? if you place the jump pad, let's say there's somebody over here, right? Somebody like in a building behind a wall, they don't see, right? You're able to take this jump pad and they will not be able to hear the jump pad. Essentially meaning that you can sneak up on your enemies. I'm not gonna tell you what legends you can combine with this jump pad with, okay? I'm not gonna tell you, but do what you will with that information I've given you. That's it. Especially if like you're on top of something, right? Because realistically, you can jump off like pretty normal, right? Like a pretty normal, like you see how far I just got right here. But combine that, right? You combine this with a height.
Hitting the eject button.
There's no chance. there's no chance. I can't even do that. I can't even do that on purpose. Okay, anyway, now we're gonna redo this. All right, combining it with height. Okay, we're combining with height. You're able to get really far. So let's say somebody's right over here. Jump. Jump again. There is no way that they're gonna hear that jump pad from that distance. That's what makes Octane a little broken right now. Combined with different legends can be very, very, very strong. I'm gonna regret saying this. Now, obviously, we know Octane's passive, or passive ability is Q, makes him run faster. There's a couple things with this passive, or with this ability that I want to go over. Arc Star hits me. If you press Q, it takes away the slow and takes away the stun. If you know you're going to get hit by an Arc Star, you press your Q, it takes away the slow, you're able to get to cover. So another cool thing, back in season 1, there was basically you could bunny hop heal. When you press Octane Q, you're able to go back to that original thing. Now, this is mainly for mouse and keyboard. Press your Q, heal, and just bunny hop. So you're able to get a very, 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 very large distance away. It's one of those things where the passive is really cool because you do have passive health regeneration where you may, I've seen some Octane players not carry syringes. I personally don't recommend it. I still think you should carry heals for the simple fact of like, if you're in a pinch and in a fight, that syringe could really save your life. Wall jumping, it carries you further. And it allows you to be a tougher target to hit. So like regular wall jump, like there's a guy right here. I wall jump, I'm shooting, right? You're kind of shooting that person. Now with the stim, you're extremely difficult to hit, where you get this way further distance. You get much, much further, and you're really, really hard to hit. Strafing is kind of crazy. So being able to use movement to the maximum ability with Octane is you're very like hard to hit. You could just shoot. You know what I mean? Wall jump, boom, 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 boom. You know, like you can do a lot of cool things, especially on mouse and keyboard. He's a strong movement character. Where on mouse and keyboard, I feel like this character excels. However, not to say that Octane isn't good on controller. Movement-based, thank you. Some of the best Octane players are all on controller. So if that means anything, I'm going to tell you right now, and you can add this to the video, the way that Apex is, and we're fast-forwarding 2 years, right? We're going to fast-forward 2 years to where Apex is today. I'm going to tell you right now, Apex is now in the realm of basically brain and aim go together now. Like, being smart and aiming well are more important than any movement you can have. And that's a promise. It doesn't matter how, like, don't be wrong. Wall jumping is cool. Wall jumping is fun. Movement is fun. But as of right now, with where Apex is, it's all about aim. And it's all about how smart you are when taking your fights, positioning, and rotating. You can look at some of these top players in tournaments, and things like that. And a lot of these top teams sometimes don't make it or they don't perform well, whatever it may be. And it's not necessarily mechanical skill because we know that everyone has like really strong mechanical skills. It's more so like how they took the fight and how they aimed in that fight. Movement is becoming less and less, in my opinion. But it's just one of those things where, yeah, don't feel discouraged and don't feel like you need to have mouse and keyboard for crazy movement and stuff like that because it's just not what it is nowadays. Oh, that's in the guide. On the first slide, apparently you have a, like, I wouldn't say it's 100%, but I would say that it's really high up where if somebody's there, you know, you can shoot somebody. On your second jump, you can tap strafe out. I mean, you can do a lot here. You can do a lot with that. But yeah, that's about it with the instructions on Octane. Someone said that they think he's cheating right off the rip. That's the reason why I said something.
Incoming care package. I love loot. Giving my shields a recharge.
Gonna use my Q, reposition. So I know he has white armor. I have purple. I can take this fight. He's one bullet.
Enemy marking our surroundings.
Teammates nowhere to be found. So what I'm gonna do right now, because my teammates got the high ground, I'm gonna jump pad over.
Hostile right here. Giving my shield. Down that one. Reloading. I jump pad out.
All right, so we're able to use my jump pad, be able to catch up to him. He had the speed boost, which allowed him to pretty much get up there really, really quickly. If I didn't have my jump pad there, I would have not have made it. So it's really, really good that I did have my jump pad for that. Don't be afraid as well to throw your jump pad out randomly. The jump pad is on a very, very, very short cooldown, where you can throw it out pretty easily. As you saw here, I have one. I think one over there, one over here. Like, so many jump pads. No way. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna pop a cell. I'm gonna pop my my jump pad right here, and I'm gonna send it.
We've got trouble. Marking our surroundings. One moment. It's go time. Target over there. Hostile spotted.
Oh no.
Contact with target. Arcstar.
So gonna go ahead and fly with this.
I am repairing myself.
Fixing the Q.
It's go time. Reloading.
So I'm gonna watch him. Gonna wall bounce. Should be right in front of him. Oh no. Okay, all dead.
Before the ring closes, we have time.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna save my ammo. I don't have that much ammo, so I don't really want to waste it. I'm just gonna go down here. I might have to craft some, which is fine.
Fire, friends. 45 seconds. But we could just walk it.
He is just, who are you, bro? It makes me mad because I don't know if I can use this. If this guy's cheating, I can't use this. I can't use any of this footage.
So close.
Go to pop my Q. Gonna get me away. I'm gonna bunny hop. I'm only gonna pop one syringe.
More friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad. Using grapple. Okay, 10 seconds till ring close. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Reloading. Repairing. Giving my shields a recharge. Throwing arcs down. Charging on my shields.
Okay, he's pretty sus. Actually, we got the zone coming to our back, so we gotta walk forward. We do have 2 heat shields, 3 arc stars. We know the team's gonna be in front of us, but I have a jump pad.
Marking our surroundings.
He's got red armor. We know he's like one bullet away from being dead. Got him. I'm gonna use the heat shield here. Armor swap, grab everything I need. I'm gonna grab a jump pad here. I'm gonna fly out to the storm. Hold that. So I was able to use the heat shield, loot up what I needed to loot up real quick, and then kind of make it to the zone using my jump pad. We know there's another Octane. My teammate's fighting over there.
We just eliminated the whole squad. Exciting. One squad remains.
He has a Kraber.
Reloading.
So I know he's gonna heal right now. I gotta push up.
Death bar's here.
We have a winner.
He alt F forward. He alt F forward. He alt F forward, bro. Are you kidding me? There's no chance. He said that is what he said. Did he jump off of the map or did he alt F4?
Behind you?
Oh, no, I'm dead.
47.
There's a whole other team going circle. Broke his shields right there.
So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my stim.
I'm ticking.
Wait. Oh, I thought that was. Ooh.
He's down.
Charging up my shields.
Oh, okay. Friends up top over here.
Tango near me.
Jump pad out.
So this is where Octane thrives, right? See, Octane thrives in these like long range things because he could just get from point A to point B so very quickly.
Shooting at me. Frag out.
Damn, they're kind of far.
Reloading.
Cracks him.
Smoke.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yep,
throw.
I
I'm
hit
gonna
him
throw a
in
jump
the
pad. I'm gonna throw a jump pad, and you could throw your Horizon ult on them.
Alright. But, okay, that'd be cool.
Check your sectors.
Behind. One behind.
Okay, just keep moving forward. Actually, like on me. I'm gonna take his jump pad. Actually, no, I'm not.
Oh shit.
That Bloodhound's 1 HP. On you.
Their whole team.
We know he's behind here. To pop a battery. You know he's behind this, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw an arc star. And he's gonna move to the right. Or not.
Reloading. Down one.
Was that a Bloodhound?
He's
No.
flesh.
Where?
Right here, right here.
Lifeline. Healing.
Another one down. Please tell me someone recorded that. It's go time.
Okay. All right, pretty good. So using the jump pads to be able to get from building to building, maintaining high ground is really, really good. They're in this building. I'm gonna crack the guy on the roof and we're gonna send it. Cracked one.
Oh, he freaking lasered my ass. Oh, no, I thought you were gonna...
There's people in the room behind us.
So using that tap strafe mechanic that I told you about. was really, really good.
Frag out.
Use my stim. Tap strafe, come back around. Using meter speed. Boom. Just like that. So being able to use the tap strafe, that's an advanced mechanic that I told you about. As soon as I was able, you saw that I was in trouble, right? So instead of just landing flat down, I was able to basically tap strafe into the building and use that speed boost to keep me alive.
On the roof, on the roof, on the roof.
Off and away, Newty.
Naked 28.
Reload. Downed one. That one's out for the count.
I'm going to play on the backside because I feel like they're going to send me... Can I loot this? No.
Oh, he has a PK on my ass.
Got him.
Got a target.
Getting him back. Charging on my shields.
Console players cannot tap strafe. Correct. So that's like a more advanced mechanic, more for mouse and keyboard. So again, on the jump pad, you have very strong accuracy on the jump pad. So make sure to utilize that if you can, as what you saw I was doing. Being able to maintain that like 100% accuracy.
Good old days.
PK in the prowler. Like by a receiver, you just had to search the page.
Let's see if we
PK
see anything.
wingman,
So this is where that jumping, like this is where if you punch the jump pad, you're able to go straight up. As long as you don't get crabered out of the air, which might happen to me. Because it is late game. But it's one of those things where this gives you just vision on where to look. See if you see any rats anywhere. So I don't want to use my jump pad until... I mainly want to use my jump pad because we're playing on the edge of zone. I'm going to use the jump pad to get me back to where I was, right? So being where we are now...
Got his ass.
Got his ass.
Right here.
He said, got his ass.
It's a Gibby.
Enemy removed from the data.
If I can time this right.
Broke his shields.
Reloading. 10 seconds.
Now, normally I would send a jump pad, but the reason is like there's no point. You don't have to. He's gonna come to the zone in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He's cracked and he's flesh.
Someone's out there.
So I can throw an arc star, cut off his thing. As soon as he starts running forward, this is gonna keep him to either run to the right. Now he's gonna run to the left, but he's gonna have dome, and that's what he's gonna plan on doing. He's gonna try to dome inside. He domes too early, he's just dead. There's probably a squad behind us, so we have to be careful. Yep, he's just dead now because the zone's gonna touch him. He's gonna panic. He's gonna stop cancel. He's gonna cancel it. 5, 4, 3. Yep.
I don't know.
And now he's just dead.
Yo, watch behind us.
Got him.
actually. No shit, watch behind us. I don't know where these guys are.
Right here.
Not the first to run. Throw an arc star.
They're on top of here.
Got trouble here.
Countdown.
137 on a fuse. They're really hurt.
He's so weak. Cracked one.
So use this.
Burning.
So I'm gonna send him because he's by himself. All dead.
One other squad left. Give my shield a recharge.
Last squad. It could be a rat, but knowing platinum, it could be a full squad. So
Where is this rat?
could be a full squad. Definitely be a full squad.
Imagine. If it's a
Dude.
full squad.
Can't tell you how many times that's happened to me.
You know what? I'm gonna carry all these fucking grenades.
Yeah, grenades. Let's
Yeah,
need 'em. Let's
tap
kill
strafing
them.
isn't much of a game changer. It's just in those rare moments. Like what you just saw was a rare moment.
Oh, he's got
How
white
many?
shield. I don't know. There's one back here. He's got white shield.
We got company, people.
That's a rat thing.
Grenade deployed.
Aww.
Never mind.
Sorry. I'm
All right,
following.
GG's.
GG's, dude.
GG's. Is it a
GG's.
YT or YouTube or no?
I'm on Twitch, but yeah, this video is gonna, or these like videos, these clips are gonna go on
It's
YouTube.
going on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm teaching people how to play Octane.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe to the video, guys. We'll never beat these guys again. Adios.
Adios.